So for a long time, I've always wanted to go out west, go on some sort of a western hunt, whether that was antelope, elk, mule deer. I got the opportunity. My neighbor next door, Jim Holloway, he had been out there several times to hunt antelope. He actually had gone after mule deer and elk as well. And he offered to go along with us on an antelope hunt. So we were gonna head out. It was gonna be my father-in-law, Gary Leopold, Ian Sparks, myself, and my neighbor Jim. Well, today's range day. It's the end of August and we're about 1 month away from our antelope hunt. And me and Gary are gonna sight in our guns. They're pretty well sighted in. We kind of know these guns really well. They're both 6.5 Creedmoors. And we've shot them a lot, taken them on hunts. We went to Texas with them. Just gonna check them, make sure our zero is good. And then at a later date, we're gonna get out and do some longer range stuff. But right here, we're gonna shoot at 100 yards. Just check our zero and hopefully everything's good. So we're here at the target. The hunting round was low, just like the target rounds. So we're shooting 140 grain bullet. We've got about 3 different combinations, different bullets, different powder charges, even different powders. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to come up with a consistent group for one. And then we're just checking our zero really, because we've done a lot of research with these different bullets and different powder charges. This isn't our first hunting trip with these guns, but like I said, we were a little low at 100. Still throwing a good group, but just got to make a few tweaks and adjustments, and that's why we do this. So you know, we're a month away from the actual hunt. Got plenty of time to get this right, and then when we get out onto the long range, where we can actually shoot out to 300, 400, 600 yards, really stretch those guns out. Then we'll get to really see what we can do and how good of a group we can throw at 300 yards. Because when we're chasing antelope, it's a possibility that we might have to take a 250, 300, 400 yard shot, and these guns are perfectly capable of that. We just got to make sure that we as hunters are capable of it. So we're going to check that, and we got a little work to do yet. So finally the day came, and we knew we had drawn our tags, and we started planning. We were excited. And it would be, our first antelope opportunity for myself, Ian, and my father-in-law, Gary. Now, Jim was kind of a pro. He had been out there several times, and unbelievably, every time that he had gone out, everybody on his trips had always filled their tags. So we're sitting there going, well, we're going to go out there with 4 guys. Are we really all 4 going to fill our tags? We had high hopes, to say the least.
The anticipation started to build as we started getting closer to our destination. We started seeing antelope on the side of the road, and that really got us excited.
We finally got there, we got settled in, and we took off like that afternoon to kind of scout, but we were hunting too. So if we got an opportunity, we were going to try to take that. But Jim just kind of wanted to give us a lay of the land so that we had the next 3 to 4 days to hunt.
So we went out and did some scouting, and it was starting to get a little bit later in the evening, and we decided to head back to town for dinner. And on the way back, after not seeing much, we spotted 2 antelope up on a hill.
Lo and behold, we see this buck walking about 200 yards off the road, and we decided really quickly that we wanted to get Gary on this one. So we basically got off the road and put a sneak on him. And that's really how you do it out here. It's spot and stalk. You see the antelope, we're hunting with rifles, so you got to get somewhat close, but you also have to get into rifle range, so that's not like bow range. So we were able to basically sneak up to the edge of the field that this antelope was in, and Gary was able to basically take a look at this antelope and see whether or not it was something he wanted to shoot.
In a couple miles, we got some public finally. stop for a minute or anything?
Yeah, just tell us where to stop. Make sure there's not any cars coming.
Gary, maybe you need to get out too. This might be a 2-shooter.
So when we spotted the 2 antelope, Ian decided that he would pass and he would let me take the first shot. And so it wasn't very long. I found myself crawling through the sagebrush to line up on one of the buck antelope.
Hurry up. If you want to shoot him. Gary's going to take it. Okay. Oh yeah, he's dead. That's not a bad buck at all. He's dead. He's dead. Right there. Nice, Gary.
Oh boy, Gary.
First one down, baby.
Yeah.
The other one's just hanging out.
There you go.
He's dead. We got latex gloves and stuff. Let's go.
Let's go get our stuff. Let's put the guns away. And...
Good job, Gary.
Good job. Hey.
Good job. Good shot.
It's a good one.
He's still watching. The other's still watching.
Oh yeah.
Gary, you got hooks.
Not a bad buck. Beautiful. Great shot.
Look at that. Perfect shot. He's got hooks too. This one right here.
Well, our first antelope here in Wyoming. We finally got on one the first day. Got out here about 1 o'clock and got checked into the hotel. Started hunting right away. And we were on our way back to town, and sure enough, we got an opportunity with this one, and Gary made a great shot. So, new animal, right?
It is.
Yep.
First antelope.
First antelope for Gary, and be a lot of firsts actually on this trip because most of us haven't hunted Wyoming and we haven't been successful in killing an antelope yet. So I've actually bow hunted them, but I have not yet killed one. So hopefully I'll get mine here later on in the trip, but awesome job. We were basically kind of on the hunt for another antelope. You know, we had 2 down and 2 to go. We only had a couple of days left, so we were kind of, you know, hoping that, you know, kind of luck into him. After the second day, we didn't fill a tag. We were kind of, well, maybe we aren't going to all go home with antelope. But as soon as we popped into this, we were coming down this road. It's a 2-lane road, or a two-track is what I call it, a dirt road. And we pop over a hill, and there's an antelope sitting right on the side of that road, kind of up on a rock. And he can see everything, and he clearly saw us. He's looking at us, and I just remember saying to Jim, back up, back up, back up. And so he backed back around the corner so he couldn't see us. And I thought, well, he's either gone or he's still there, and we decided to make a move on him.
Let's go, let's go. Sneak up here. We know that we just saw an antelope bedded. We're gonna try to make our way up to that crest of that hill, see if he's still there. If he's still there, hopefully we can get a shot. He's bedded right now, so don't really want to shoot him in his bed, so hopefully he'll stand up for us. You ready, Ian?
Yeah, let's do it.
Jim's already over there, I think. Yep. I'm staying right here. He's coming. He's coming to us. Kill him. Got him. Got him that time. Got him that time.
Got him. Oh, I got him. I got him.
I honestly did not know you'd hit it, and I was like, oh, they
No, he was going down.
Okay, I believe you. I just was like, he just popped up in front of me. I snuck over here in this low spot. I'm like, oh yeah.
So I saw you. So I shot him and missed him, and I shot him and missed him again. And then he saw you, and he turned and came between us. But before I could see you, and before he got in line with us, I shot, because I shot off that way.
Oh, did we shoot at the same time?
No.
No.
Oh,
you shot probably 15 seconds after.
Okay. I shot, and then he came running in, and then you saw him come down the hill, and you turned.
That's awesome.
And then I saw you shoot. I didn't hear you shoot twice, but I heard you shoot once.
I shot the second time after he was laying down, but I shot the first time when he's standing up there, and it goes, pew! I thought maybe we shot at the same time after that, and maybe that's why we didn't hear it, because I didn't hear yours either, but he's dead.
No, when I shot, it was like, whoa.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Man, what an awesome opportunistic hunt. Like, we were actually driving this road, coming back in here, we've spotted a goat. Should say an antelope. People probably get mad at me for calling them a goat. They're not a goat. But anyway, we spotted one back actually here, and we're gonna try to get behind this hill and put a stock on them. As we come around this hill, this one's bedded right on top of the hill. So we quickly backed down. Luckily, he just sat there. He must have been sleeping in the sun and stuff like that, and just chilling, because he didn't bolt. So we snuck back down the hill, backed the truck up. We jumped out. Me and Ian stalked up there, had Ian running the camera. And Jim circled around this hillside in case he ran down that side if I missed. Well, I missed, but I didn't miss my follow-up shot. I missed the easy shot, but I didn't miss my follow-up shot. And at the same time, he runs down in between us, and then Jim kind of put a finishing shot on him. Jim didn't realize he had been hit yet, but just cool one. We've gotten 3 great antelope out of this trip so far. Jim has been our guide. Jim's been out here and done this before, but the 3 of us have never shot antelope before. So we're super excited to be out here in Wyoming doing this, and grateful that Jim Holloway is my neighbor. We live right next door to each other. Our kids play together in the backyards and that kind of stuff. And you know, when I moved in there, they moved in a couple months beforehand, and it's just one of those things. It was like, hey, he's a hunter, I'm a hunter, and sure enough, he'd been out here about, what is this, your 3rd, 4th trip?
4th trip to Wyoming, 3rd trip for antelope.
Yeah, and so he's kind of been showing us the ropes, and you know, it's all public, 100% public ground, and just having fun chasing these animals. It's super hard. It's kind of funny to find them on public. But just blessed to have an opportunity to come out here and do this. So thank you, Jim.
You bet.
Awesome.